Welcome to Sam Smith in Conversation with me, Julie Adenuga, live from Union Chapel. So we have a multi-platinum singer who has become one of the UK's most cherished pop acts, first and foremost. They have a numerous amount of accolades under their belt, from Grammys to Brit Awards to Oscars. We're going to chuck in the MOBO as well, we might as well. Their latest record, Love Goes, was released in October, and tonight we're going to be speaking all about it here on the show tonight, on this stream. So let's get straight into it and welcome our lovely guest, Sam Smith. How are you doing?
I'm good.
We've had a little natter beforehand. I always try to not bring the off-camera chat to on-camera because maybe some things were said, maybe some necklaces were spoken about that we're not going to talk about on camera. But you can tell people about that in your own time. I don't know if you want to go too deep into...
I always go too deep too quick. It's okay.
Into the origins of this beautiful necklace that Sam is wearing. But I want to start off with just a nice question, I think. Just a nice, happy, joyful question of...
Yes.
How many tuna melts have you eaten in the last 30 days? What are we talking
Julie,
about?
that is the question. I wish I was asked that question. Do you know what? The last week it's been lockdown, so I've had too many. I think I had 4 or 5 last week.
4 or 5. Give me just a breakdown of a tuna melt. What's the vibe? What type of tuna do you go for? Bougie or non-bougie?
There's this place around the corner from me.
Oh, you have it made for you?
Yeah,
You're not even doing it yourself?
No, Deliveroo, babe. Deliveroo. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just Deliveroo.
Do you, because this is me, if I want one thing, I'll be like, okay, let me just order some other stuff to make sure that the delivery was worth, you know what I'm saying? I see the little £2.49 price of delivery.
I'm awful, I'm just delivering. It's really bad.
Do you just get the tuna melt on the delivery?
Just the tuna melt.
Are you joking?
Well, they don't do coffee or anything.
So you just tuna melt in?
Just tuna melt. I live with my sister, so I normally get a tuna melt and a cheese toastie, and then we share.
I was going to ask you who you've been locking down with.
My sister.
Just you and your sister?
My little sister, Mabel, yeah.
Give me a breakdown. Arguments or no arguments?
No arguments. It's a bit of passive aggressiveness every now and then, I'd say. From both parties.
Okay.
And Mabel's very stubborn, so that's been interesting to figure that out.
Yeah.
But it's been good. We've looked after each other.
What's been your music soundtrack? Give me some songs that you've been listening to.
I mean, when it started earlier on in the year, I just went into my... all I wanted to hear was a guitar and singing, or piano and singing. So I was going back to like Feist records, Corinne Bailey Rae records that I've always loved.
Yeah.
But now it's just
what are you listening
Megan Thee Stallion. The new song came out last night. Can't stop listening. Well, it didn't come out last night.
We can't do it now.
The video came out yesterday. Baddie, addy, addy.
I've been practicing. One day
Babe,
you'll see it.
I just want the club, so I'm prepping now for the opening of nightclubs.
I was saying to you, so in the lead up to this, because it's super, super live, by the way, this is really happening, we're really here right now. I was saying to Sam, I was like, I've seen your face about 1 million times over the last week because I've been watching loads of videos of you. Yeah. Obviously, your album's out, you've been around doing interviews. I've seen Sam's Essentials, there was a weird dog head, baby head thing that I saw. What's his name? Leo.
Leo, yeah.
I saw Leo. Yeah. I was like, and then what else was there in that? You like coffee, your tuna melt, obviously I found out about your tuna melt.
The stuffed cat.
But I never heard much about the Megan Thee Stallion. I never heard much about the dance routines.
Yeah, anything dancey, I'm on. WAP, I've been learning the dance for the clubs.
You haven't?
Yeah, I'm just
going to
go
for the clubs.
Yeah, when they open up.
Which club, Sam?
All
There's
the
a
clubs.
pandemic.
All the clubs. The trashy ones, the chic ones.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be out again. I really can't. I know it's weird to talk about it now.
We've been deep in this conversation. So this is my question to you, because I think you're going to do this. I don't know when. Where are you going to open your gay club? And what is it going to be called? Because I know you're going to do it.
It would be cool to open up a gay club, right?
You're going to do it.
Oh, I'd love it.
I was hearing your story about there was one in Nashville, and I was like...
Yeah, there's one in Nashville. Yeah, there's only one, yeah.
Where's yours going to be? And what is it going to be called, Sam Smith? Tell me.
My club would be... I think I'd open up like a gay bar in the city that where I grew up was Cambridge.
Yeah. Okay.
There's like no gay bars.
Yeah.
And just open it up and just call it crunchy.
Why?
Because the best clubs are crunchy clubs where your feet stick to the floor.
That's true.
Because of all the shots that have been spilled.
That's true.
Yeah.
Favorite shot to take? What's your vibe?
Just tequila, hold my nose, get it in there. It's bad.
You can tell that we've missed it, innit? You can tell that we've really missed the club.
I miss people. I miss being around people and seeing different people, and there's a freedom you see in people when they're out that's wonderful, I think.
Absolutely. So I said we're going to talk about the album. We should, otherwise we're just going to start crying about how much we haven't been to clubs in a really long time. Should we start with Dancing with a Stranger?
Yeah.
So Dancing with a Stranger, for any Sam Smith fan will know, that song came out a million years ago. I'm an over-exaggerate. It came out at the beginning of 2019.
2018, I think, yeah.
Was it?
I think it was.
Sam?
I think so.
No.
I think it was.
I'm going to go with my research, because if you put that song
Did
out...
it say 2019?
2019, I feel.
Okay, maybe 2019. I get mixed up. I bring out so much stuff.
You've been doing this for a while. I'll definitely give you a break on
2019, that's good. That's good.
So tell me about what it feels like to put your album out October 2020, but there's a song on there that came out, obviously, a year before. Does that song still feel fresh to you? Does it still feel like it needed to be there?
It doesn't feel fresh, because it's been out for so long, but it feels like it was part of this whole process, you know. I couldn't put this album out without Dance with a Stranger or How Do You Sleep being on there, because they were the breakthrough tracks for me of showcasing a side of myself that I'd never shown before. Yeah. And just trying something out.
And then so with that, did you think, okay, the rest of the album's got to sound like this now? This is the energy that I want for the rest of this album? Not really. I mean, with music, I'm odd. My albums are odd. I was actually at home last night in the garden listening to some stuff, and it's a mix and a mesh of so many different things, because as a singer, I just sing so much, and I sing so many different styles all the time. Yeah. So this album, especially more than any other album, I think, is just this. It doesn't make sense. It's like a beautiful mess. You should still listen to it though. 100%. It is a beautiful mess.
It's a beautiful mess, because I was a beautiful mess when I was writing it, and I was trying to figure out what I want to say, what I want to do, you know, figuring out gender stuff. All this stuff was going on. So
I'll tell you one thing I did notice in my weeks of watching your face loads of times on the internet. And this may be, I fancy myself as a bit of a psychologist. Me too. So go with this, okay?
Me too, yeah.
I remember that I first heard your voice on Latch. Is that right? So that's Disclosure, Housey, right? Yeah. Then you have your album. It's soul, it's soft, it's, I don't want to say sad songs, but it's deep, it's ballads, it's that vibe. Then you've got Love Goes, which is, there's like a little bit of a, poppy, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. There's dance, there's a vibe to it. But then I was thinking about you saying that, so you came out, correct me if I'm wrong at any of this, you came out when you were 10, is that correct? You were wearing makeup in school, you were wearing women's clothes in school, you start a music career, and then you change, I guess, the way you look a bit publicly. And then, like you said, you go through gender stuff in the public eye, which I'm sure is not the easiest thing to do. And my brain said, it's interesting that we've had sort of house Sam into soft ballad Sam into the dancey music Sam in the music world. And then in your own personal life, it has been this really beautiful journey of discovery of yourself. So my question after all of this as your new therapist is, are you comfortable experiencing all of these changes in the public eye? Does that feel, or is that now a space where you feel comfortable? Or are you like, I wish things would stop changing, and I wish I sort of just knew who I was, I guess. Where do you sit in that space?
I think that whether I would have been well known or successful or not, I think I'm an overthinker. I'm an insecure person. I'm racked with fear and I feel everything entirely, you know. I'm so empathetic, I'm so sensitive, all these things. So I think I would have always found my 20s a struggle because it's the stabilizing years that now I'm 28, I'm looking back at my 20s, I'm like, right, these are the years to find your balance a little bit. And doing it in front of people, the fame came to me when I was 20 years old, and I think that my queerness hadn't fully developed at 20 because I grew up in a village in the middle of nowhere, didn't know any queer
where there will
people.
soon be a gay bar called Crunchy.
But I grew up and never got to really experience my queerness. So all of my growth as a queer person has happened in front of people. And at first that was scary. I feel like the beginning of my career I was almost trying out my masculinity. You know, my managers and Disclosure were the first ever straight men that I was friends with.
Wow.
I was only friends with women in school. So the first beginnings of my career was this, oh wow, this type of music exists, and you know, it was interesting, but it felt like more of a straitjacket as I got older, and I had to express my femininity and make that a part of my music.
Right. So with this album, you put out Dancing with a Stranger, How Do I Sleep as well?
How Do You Sleep, yeah.
How Do You Sleep, sorry, came out earlier. You now have the album out, but as always in music world, there's delays. There's a pandemic, which we couldn't have anticipated. Tell me about the moment where, do you go, chuck this whole album away, we're starting again? Or are you like, no, actually, through all of this, I still need to get this out. I still feel the same about these things, and I still want to put this message into my music.
It was this summer, lockdown happened first. COVID hit the world, everything was stopped.
Yeah.
And then I sat back and my initial thing was, let's get rid of it. Let's start again, new record, new music. But then I was actually in a car driving by myself, and I put on a few of the songs, and I was just so proud of some of the music and some of the ways that I expressed myself and the stories that I was telling and the things I went through. And for me, my music is always, it's a singing diary, my albums. That's how I refer to them. And you're not going to understand the next album if you don't hear this part. And I want people to be on the journey with me. So I decided to share it. It's been really difficult though, I can't lie. It's been hard to release an album during COVID because it's just, you miss the interaction from fans and you miss the joy of music, which is people sharing it with you.
But you got to do some amazing performances though, which is fun.
To empty rooms, which was stunning.
There's no one there, I'm doing good, I don't care.
Wonderful, yeah.
There's no one cheering for me, but I know it looks really good.
Cheering inside.
So nothing, I'm sure things changed, but were there any drastic changes? Were there some songs that you did lose completely?
No, I just added some on.
Okay,
Diamonds, Kids Again, the singles really I added back into the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly talk about a woman that you bring up a lot. Her name is Robin.
I know, I feel like Robin must be sick of me talking about her.
She walked past me at the NME Awards when I was hosting it earlier this year. She won I think she won the Lifetime Achievement Award, or whatever the equivalent of that is for NME. And I stopped breathing for a second.
She's the best.
Go on, give me your favourite ever Robin song. You can do it. Just commit.
Oh, my favourite Robin song
Please say it's the one that I like. No pressure.
Be Mine.
Okay. Yeah.
You like Dance on My Own?
No, mine's and
Call
it hurts with every heartbeat.
What a tune.
Jeez!
That song's outrageous. I mean, I can't really, I'm just such a super fan.
What does that collab sound like? We know what Burna Boy sounds like, we know what Labyrinth sounds like, they're on the album.
I don't think Robin would ever collab with me.
But if she did, what does the collaboration sound like?
I think we'd sing a sad love song.
You think so?
Yeah.
You wouldn't go upbeat with Robin?
It'd be upbeat but sad, dance and cry, how she does so well.
Me.
I just want to be BVs on her album, just like, ooh, ooh. Then I'd be happy.
She's not going to let you do that.
I'll be happy. That's all I want.
If you went on the album and said, ooh.
That's all I want.
I'd be like, Sam, you let us all down. This was the big collaboration.
No, I just want to be in the room when it happens.
All right, let's get into Kids Again. Give me an idea of what the room feels like when you walk in and you know you have to do your dance scene. Is your heart beating? Are you cool, like, I've been there, I know what I'm doing? Or was it, because you were by yourself in TV world, you probably weren't, but you're in that room by yourself. Were you nervous? Were you excited? What was the feeling?
I was nothing but excited that day. It was,
really?
Yeah, it was a day out of the house during lockdown. And I was the director of this music video, Luke Monaghan, who's a dear friend of mine. And I had all my team and my friends, and I just had all my friends around me. And I think I had a mojito. And
how many?
Just like one or two, and then we're just dancing and running around this house, and like, it was stunning.
I've practiced standing underneath waterfall in the shower. How do you keep your eyes open?
Oh, that was hell. Was
that water cold as well?
Yeah, it was like we're in this field and it was all just fake rain and it was absolutely freezing.
I could never keep my eyes open.
It was freezing.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really hard.
You made it look good though.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you. I felt like Beyonce in Crazy Enough.
If you had to be in a dance battle, what song are you picking?
Upgrade You, Beyonce.
Strong.
Yeah.
That's a strong one, actually.
Yeah, I can do it.
What, the proper routine?
Yeah, the chorus.
Which goes, I feel like you spent the pandemic just doing dance tutorials.
I mean, as a kid, I just constantly just watched Beyonce videos and all and just copy.
Did your sisters get involved, or?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. We had parties.
Did you do Destiny's Child?
Of course.
Were you Beyonce?
Always.
Okay. Silly
Always.
question.
But I'm happy to be Michelle.
Why did I even ask?
I'm happy to. I love Kelly and Michelle equally, to be quite honest.
But you took centre stage.
I mean, I have the size. Like, I have the stature.
I need to be in the centre. Have you practiced? I know you said you practiced WAP. Have you practiced any TikTok dances, Sam Smith?
No.
Don't lie to me.
No, I haven't. I love TikTok. I'm on TikTok way too much.
But
I don't do the dances. I'm more obsessed with the weird stuff.
Like what?
Just this girl who just eats really crazy food.
Oh, you've gone into a different world
Korea.
of TikTok.
Yeah,
What
and I
kind of
love
food?
all the Gemma Collins stuff. I love Charity Shop Sue. Have you ever seen Charity Shop Sue?
Never in my
She's
life.
amazing.
What does she do?
It's a show that's on, but she's amazing on TikTok. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I even watch this TikTok thing of these faces that are put on buildings that are falling down. And it's just these
you
faces.
really live in a different world. Yeah,
I love the weird stuff that people do. It's fascinating.
If anyone hasn't seen any of these things now, Sam has put you on to a new world of TikTok. You know when people say you go down a rabbit hole?
Yeah.
I feel like your TikTok rabbit hole could be very different to everybody else's. Notice how I'm not judging you. Because if you ask me the same questions, it would be a very revealing interview in the other way. Okay, quickly, let's talk about this because shouts to my homie Zane Lowe. I remember you had a chat with him recently and he spoke about the fact that you had records where you were talking about heartbreak and relationships. And I think you said, I was speaking about what I thought they were. Now you're in a space where you're writing where you know what that feels like.
Yeah.
So give me the lie or the misconception of love and relationships that you didn't realize until you went through the hell of heartbreak. What was the thing that you're like, they never told me this was going to happen?
They never told you about getting involved in someone else's... Can we swear on this?
No.
No. They never told you about getting involved in people's... beep. You like...
That was strong.
I always thought that when someone has a problem or you're in a relationship, that you just... You go through it, you get through it together and you fight together as a unit. But for me, what I've learned from my relationship now is that you can't jump in and fix someone's problems for them, and they can't jump in and fix your problems for you. They have to support you and walk by your side, but not fight on behalf of you.
Oh, Sam, you make me cry.
Because you've got to fight for yourself.
Yeah, that's a real one.
Yeah.
They never tell you that.
No.
Because you feel like you can fix everything. You feel like if you're the strong one today and you're feeling a bit down, babe, I've got you. But it turns out sometimes that can backfire.
It's codependency, you know? I didn't realise that that's not healthy. But it writes great, it gives inspiration for fabulous songs.
Make great songs.
Yeah, fabulous songs.
You know what though, it's interesting because when you said that, I was writing about the idea of what I thought these things were to now going through them. I thought, I wonder what happens when you now listen back to those old tracks. Did you hit the nail on the head, do you feel? Or was there a lot that you kind of missed out on?
If people knew what each song was about, then they'd understand.
Okay.
You know, people didn't, in The Lonely Hour, my first record, people saw that as, they took it as what they wanted to take it as, which was wonderful, which was an album about heartbreak and about a relationship ending.
Yeah.
But that album was about me being in love with a straight man.
Right.
Who I had never kissed.
Yeah.
Never been physical with at all.
Right.
And I was just besottedly in love with my best mate, really, at the time, who was straight. So when you listen to the record with that in mind, it's a whole different movie.
Yeah. I've been told, by the way, you can swear.
Fuck. I'm joking.
Okay, so now talk to me about, let's fast forward 5 years from now, no pandemic, everybody's cool, it's a good time. Global warming's not happening anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah?
Okay, that's
5 years, I'm putting on it. 5 years, guys, get it together. What does it feel like performing these heartbreak songs, the real ones, the ones that hit you deep? What does that feel like?
In 5 years' time? So 5 years' time, I'd be 33. Whoa.
We didn't do well.
Well, hopefully I'll be in a loving relationship and it won't mean anything and it will always mean something. But these songs become other people's songs, you know? That's why I'm so annoyed that I haven't been able to see anyone sing these new songs and my fans to hear them and sing them along. Because you can really tell what a song is when you hear that.
When you hear it back to you.
Yeah.
5 years' time, love and relationship. What are you going to cook for your other half in the morning? In the love and relationship, yeah. What are you cooking?
Peanut butter on toast.
What?
Yeah, I can't really cook.
I said, what are you cooking? You said peanut butter on toast.
Yeah, I don't even eat in the morning.
What's your first meal of the day?
At the moment, my sleep schedule is really weird. I'm going to bed at 3 in the morning.
This is why there's no love and relationship. Everyone's asleep.
I wake up at 1 p.m. I'm getting 3 hours of sunlight a day right now.
This is really crazy.
It's very odd.
Why is this happening?
I don't know. Maybe I think I'm Madonna or something. I heard that she works in the night and sleeps in the day.
And doesn't sleep properly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Have you noticed that all your references are just absolute queens? Beyonce,
Always.
Madonna, Robin.
Yeah, they're my guide parents.
Give me a guy that you're like, yeah, he's cool.
Oh, there's loads.
Go on.
George Michael.
Yes. Absolutely.
Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
Drake. Love Drake.
There's a pandemic, so I can't spud you properly, but this is an air spud.
I love Drake. Love Drake.
What do you like by him?
I love Take Care, the album. It's my favourite album. Just adore it. Just love his voice when he sings.
Yeah. No, you can stop there. You said George Michael, Stevie Wonder and Drake.
Yeah.
No, you're good. That's equal to Robin, Beyonce and Madonna. Let's talk about Kids Again. My one for Kids Again was, why did you wait for the album to be out before? Why was it now that you wanted everybody to hear and really push Kids Again?
I think that song for me was a song that is kind of a link between this album to the next album.
Okay.
And because of the mess, really, of the release of this record, because it's been so hard to release this record. You know, every hurdle we've hit something. I mean, we released the record a week before the election. It was just, it was wild. But Kids Again for me was this lovely song, which I feel is a timeless song, and I feel like it's gonna, you know, move me into this next period of my career nicely. It was after writing pop music and wanting to be Britney and making my Britney Spears dreams come alive in my video with Demi Lovato. I decided that it was, I just missed singing next to a guitar. I needed to step away from that type of writing for a while because I was getting really bored, and I love pop music, and I was like, I'm 26, let's do it. But now I'm ready to
be boring.
Not be boring.
Be grown. Be mature.
Be grown, and to just sing from the heart and from my soul.
First time you ever went to Brighton? Tell me.
First time I ever went to Brighton. I think me and my friends from school, Emily and Ellie, went one night. We stayed in a B&B. Yeah. And we went out.
Where'd you go? Crunchy.
We went to,
have you noticed that the tone of your voice has gone very sort of, I'm about to say something, a little bit, you've gone into like...
What do you mean?
We went out. You're giving me like squinty eyes.
Yeah,
and...
we went out. And, I had a lovely night that night. Oh, I'm joking. I had a lovely, lovely evening. It was just, it was just my school friends going for a dance. I can't remember what the gay clubs are called there.
How long ago was this?
Revenge? Isn't there one called Revenge?
Are you joking?
Yeah.
That sounds...
Oh, it's stunning,
yeah. It sounds cool. Revenge, yeah.
Fish and chips on the pier, I always love it.
How long ago was this? What were we talking?
Probably like 3 years ago. But for that video, they closed down the whole pier for us.
No, they didn't.
And it was 5 a.m.
Who made that phone call?
It was amazing. Obviously the label, but...
So tell me why that pier? Why there for Kids Again?
Alistair McLennan, who's, for me, the greatest photographer that we have in this country. And
wow. That's a statement,
for me personally,
Sam.
and he's always been my favourite. I love his work. His work has been in my life forever, since I can remember. And he shot my album cover, and they ended up shooting my music video. And we decided Brighton Pier because it just feels like Brighton to me is the queer space of England, you know? Yeah. It feels, as a queer person in Brighton, I always feel safe and included and happy. Yeah.
Do you know the name of the gentleman with the red jumper and the teddy bear?
No, I've forgotten his name.
If you're watching this, I need to meet you.
He
seems like the sweetest.
He is the most beautiful human being in the world. We were just sitting there, having a chat on the pier for like 40 minutes, and he is just next level beautiful. And
I was watching that. I said, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, it's most.
It did seem like a really just a touching, beautiful energy.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, everyone who was on the set that day was just really kind and open, and yeah, we were all wearing J.W. Anderson, so everyone just looked so stunning, and like, yeah, it was such a fun day. I was just eating bacon baps, just staring at everyone like, you're beautiful.
You know what I like about you? You've got this really beautiful way of explaining things, and then it becomes so just real. It's like, yeah, it's J.W. Anderson and bacon baps. It's just like, I love the juxtaposition of
Always
everything.
need that clash.
Have you got any more connections to LGBT places around the world? Cities, locations?
Everywhere.
What other, really?
Everywhere. That's how I've grown up, you know.
Yeah.
20, I started gigging and touring, and I'd only just really enjoyed, you know, my clubbing days in London when I was younger were quite messy and like a crash course into gay clubbing.
Yeah.
But when I was 20 and started to travel around, I made it a point every time I go to a city to find the queer spaces. A lot of the time there weren't lots.
Were there any that really stick out to you though?
I always found Sydney's gay scene amazing. I find Tokyo's very interesting.
Yeah.
New Zealand gay clubbing's really fun.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Look how well versed you are. We literally just like moments ago, you was like, yeah, my 20s were for, you know, just discovery,
I've learned so much.
And now you're like Sydney, Tokyo.
I love, and San Francisco, but I love New York. I've got my friends in New York, and we dance in the streets. And we just dance in the streets, and we all get dressed up, and we have the most beautiful time.
I'm sad that we haven't met up until now, Sam.
We're going to do it
I feel like you sound like you do exactly what I do. Yeah. What I do. Let's quickly talk about Abbey Road. I feel like you're an honest person, so you're going to answer this question honestly. That's me projecting onto you. Mm-hmm. Love Goes with Labyrinth. Phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
I think that's my favourite song.
Thank you.
That you've ever made, ever.
Oh, wow, thank you.
That song is beautiful.
Thank you.
There's a lyric that says, there's a lyric where I think you wanted to say my effing self, but you say my stupid self.
I tried to change you, tried to make you into someone else. I guess the only one I'm fooling is
my stupid self.
Yeah.
Was that originally supposed to say effing self?
No, I said stupid.
Tell the truth to me.
I mean, I wanted it to sound like I was going there.
Because when I'm watching it, I'm like, he wants to say my fucking self. Because you know, it's the way you say it is it's that when you have that realization, anyone that's been through this knows, you're not hard on yourself, but you have to be very real with yourself. Yeah. And sometimes for me, I don't know if I'm I like profanity. For me, sometimes I have to look in the mirror and be like,
I'm hard on myself too much.
Yeah.
Like I beat myself up too much. But there is you do need like a strength to be able to say, come on, take. When people say, how did it end? Who ended it?
Yeah.
I always find that a really weird question, because I don't think that's down to one person. In
grown-up relationships, no. When you was a kid, I got dumped. Yeah. Someone ends it. But in grown-up relationships, no one. No,
you both have responsibility.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Right, you've been through it, innit?
Not really, babe. I've got so much more.
You've been through it. So what I want to talk about quickly is when you walked into, well, it's probably way before you got to Abbey Road, what did you want Kids Again to sound like in that specific session? What did you want?
I just wanted to sound like the track. I mean, me and the band, when we were rehearsing, it was our favourite song to do.
Okay.
It just really just flows and glides. And so, yeah, we just wanted it to feel authentic. And I'm getting more and more interested in hearing imperfections when it comes to production.
Yeah.
And my team have been amazing with that. And for Abbey Road, I just think the sound of it was like incredible.
I've played in that room you played in. I played about 8 or 9 notes on a piano with Muramasa in that exact room.
Love Muramasa.
And I felt very epic in that room.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine.
Anyone does when they walk in.
Yeah. I can only imagine when you're in that space, you're like, I need to give the performance of my life in this room. Because it has got that vibe. I
also tried to look at it as a celebration, you know. I'm working through COVID, and I think in these times, I go down to the real basics of my job, which is sing to people. Mm-hmm. And I find the human voice so comforting to me when I need it. Yeah. So that's what I tried to think of as night. I'm going to sing to you guys at home. We were late on the streaming site, crashed, which was an absolute nightmare.
It happens.
Absolute nightmare.
It happens, Sam.
Yeah, we can fly to space, but we can't go live on time, can we, sometimes?
It's just the little things we ask for, you know, just the small things. Give me some more venues you want to play. Give me some more places you want to take off your list, like proper iconic ones.
I would love to sing here.
I know, we were saying this off camera before we started.
My sisters actually took me, my sister Lily, for Christmas last year. We came to this church and watched this local choir sing the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was really cool. We sat there, and the
You're probably like...
Yeah, we were literally sat over there. My bum was numb because it was like an hour and a half. But it's...
Bring a cushion whenever you're going to sit on pews.
I'll put cushions out here, and then we'll sing. We'll do a gig here. It'll be wonderful.
What's your... what do you envision your live setup to be with this album? Is it massive? Are we talking brass sections, or do you want that, like you said, I want to strip it back and go guitar? Or... So
I'm not touring this album.
What do you mean?
I'm not touring this album. I've already started writing my next one.
What do you mean?
Because I don't stop writing, so I always want to write. Because I write my songs, which many people don't. I feel like I have to keep writing if I want to keep bringing out music.
Okay.
Because it's down to me to get in the studio and just write and write and write. So I keep it going. And I've already decided on a different vibe I want to go on and where I want to go. Yeah. And the stuff I'm making sounds next level. It sounds so cool. So I think I'm going to wait and make that record before I go on the road again. It killed me the last tour. It was really hard. Really? Yeah, it was just hard. It was like 120 dates, and it was...
120 dates, Sam?
Yeah, it was a lot, around the whole world.
There's only 365 days in a year.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it was, I mean, it wasn't the biggest tour. I mean, people, Ed Sheeran and Adele and that have done much bigger tours, but it was... Yeah, but still. It broke me a bit. Being away from home and going through a breakup on the road and stuff, all of that stuff just left me tired. Yeah. So I think I need a little bit more time. What are you doing next time round? Are we getting nutritionists, personal trainer out with us? What's happening? No, I want... Do you know what, the next tour, I don't want to say too much, but I want to... Sam's doing 5 dates only? No. Okay. I love touring. No, I love touring. I love touring. But I just want to really work at making those, if I'm in arenas, if I'm not in arenas, wonderful. And I feel like you can have a one-on-one connection with people. Yes, so important. But in arena tours, it's really hard sometimes to be able to connect with the audience because you're working so hard to make sure the people at the back hear you, and so it's me constantly putting on showmanship. So next time, hopefully if we do arenas, I would love to try and make those spaces feel a bit more intimate and have some conversations with the crowd a bit more and interact. But you only learn these things after doing arena tours again and again. Have you got any more music videos for us from this album? For this album? No, I don't think so. Come on. I know, I could do a video for every song. Innit? Yeah, I see the videos. Yeah, maybe. Wait, I'd love to. Am I going crazy? Is there a video for Love Goes? No. No, I know. But also with COVID, it's hard to make our dreams come true. But then, yeah, what am I chatting about? Please. If Megan Thee Stallion can do that, exactly. I can do anything. I'm glad you said it, not me. So Sam knows already the levels that we need. Would you say Kids Again is a perfect song? Is there anything that you would change about it? No. That's really, really unbelievable. Yeah, that's unbelievable. There was magic in the room when we did that, and it was just beautiful. Yeah. People very rarely say... There's a few songs where I'm like, no, we're good, I'm good. The majority of my music, I'm like, I wish I could redo that. Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. Now I'm concerned about the new stuff, because if you're writing it already... Yeah, it's if you're writing it already, it's probably going to be ready in about 5 minutes if you're... No, I'm going to take my time. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to talk to you about the Lighthouse Keeper. But just quickly on your songwriting, because you mentioned about writing your own songs. I love the way you said it. It was really, really good. There was a level of shade, but it was nice. It was nice shade. I don't know what it is, but whenever someone says they write their own songs, it feels like shots fired at someone else. So I like the way you just came into what would normally be a rap beef. He was like, I write my own songs. But just... I'm like Nicki, that's... Another one, another queen. I love the way you just bring them in. Tell me the moment that you knew you were a great songwriter. Great songwriter? Yes. If I'm honest, I I think the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But my songwriting was never, my voice has always been what people have complimented me on or spoken about. But my songwriting has never actually been commended in a critical sense, not much. And I think that made me push it more as a songwriter.
Okay. That's interesting.
But I think the last few years I've started to become really confident when I walk in the rooms. And that's why I wanted to make this record. When I call this a pop record, what I mean is that the first 5 years of my career, I didn't really enter the writing race of pop writers.
Right.
I wrote with a select 4, 5, 6 people. And then this record, I was like, do you know what, I want to be like Sia, and I want to walk into all these rooms and just meet people and be able to just write on the spot, like bang.
Yes.
And I never used to be able to do that. I used to have to be really comfortable with people before I express myself.
Okay.
But now I'm so confident I can write with anyone in any room and just go for it.
Okay, Sam.
No, and it's great. And
No, I like it.
I think the practice that I've got from this record has made me a confident songwriter. And it's also made me look back at my old stuff and be proud of that, because people must like the songs. When people say they just like my voice on a song, they must like the songs as well. Because
they're not just listening to the melody.
No,
they're taking in the words.
I've written some good songs, and I'm proud of it now. But it's taken me years to be able to even say that.
Give me a songwriter that you want to be in a room with.
Songwriter.
I don't care if you don't know them. I don't care if it's not an artist. I know sometimes I like to get a little bit nerdy in conversations. Give me someone that you know, that person is top tier songwriter, and that's the sort of level that you're.
Oh gosh. I've been able to be in the room with some of my favourite songwriters of all time.
That's so sick.
Which is so amazing.
Was your heart beating fast?
Oh God, of course.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I'll tell you why I asked this question, because for me, my background is sort of hip-hop, maybe R&B-ish kind of. It's sort of that black music. And for me, a lot of that music, whenever I see it being made, it starts with the beat.
Yeah.
For me, I always listen to the beat first of any song before I even get to the lyrics. I wonder if that's the same way for you. Are you walking in the studio and someone's playing a sick ballad, like beautiful piano playing, or is it, no, I've got this thing that I want to get off my chest, and you just start writing with whoever's in the room?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it happens in many different ways. Sometimes I come in and, Disclosure Latch, they had that beat before, and we came in, we jumped on it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff that I write will start from sitting around a piano and just singing. Chords will play, and you just sing.
Yeah.
And that's how you write. But yeah, songwriters. Julia Michaels is one of my favourite songwriters right now.
Yeah.
I've never written with her. I'd love to write with her. Again, Drake. Can you imagine writing with Drake?
Can you imagine writing with Drake?
Oh my God, he's such a good writer.
I wonder what you would make.
I don't know.
Do you think you could write like a diss track, like the Rap World vibe? Do you think that's in your arsenal?
I can't write a rap, but I could write the chorus to a rap, for sure. Yeah, 100%. I've always wanted to do that stuff.
Can you do it, please?
I'd love to.
I'd
just
really
need
love
to wait
to hear
for the phone call.
Have you given Drake your number, though? Because that's probably why he's not calling. If you think about it, Sam, that's probably why.
He's so fit.
I've got a little earpiece in, for those that don't know, by the way, and sometimes they say things to me, but they haven't said anything, but I'm just going to do this anyway, because I'm a rebel. I want to just jump into one fan question. Connor, if you can hear me, I love you. This is from these people with your usernames.
Yeah, I know, it's mad.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is from It's Karimenuza. Ask them if they have to pick only 3 songs off of their album, which 3 songs would they be?
Off Love Goes?
Yes.
It would be So Serious.
Yes.
Forgive Myself. And another one.
No one is ever able to do this, by the way. I've asked so many artists.
Really?
Yeah, no one can do this. Why were you able to do that just now?
Because they're the ones that I'm right now that I like. And
okay.
Love. Yeah.
I don't like the rest of it. Those 3, I love them. Okay, we'll jump into the Christmas song now, and then we'll get back to more fan questions. So quickly, The Lighthouse Keeper. The reason why I want to talk to you about this is because you, to me, especially meeting you today, Sam, you are a Christmassy person. You've just got Christmassy vibes.
Oh, wow.
I was talking to my friend about this. You, Ariana Grande, Mariah Carey, obviously, Michael Bublé, obviously. You've got soft, chilled, snowy, Christmassy vibes. Is this who you really are? Is this why you wrote this Christmas song? Give me
I
the
love
truth.
Christmas.
Okay.
I've always loved Christmas.
See?
I've always loved Christmas, but I've never liked Christmas music.
How?
I just find it too like, it's too happy.
You're joking.
Just too happy. I love Ariana Grande's Christmas and Chill record she brought.
Wait, say that again.
Ariana Grande has an EP called Christmas and Chill.
Why do I not know about this?
Babe, it's amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna check
she
this
brought
out.
out like 6
Is it in her? It's her vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And is this why you ended up? What happened?
Well, no. That's the only thing I've ever really liked. And then when me and Labyrinth were in the studio and we were writing this song, The Lighthouse Keeper, which came from in lockdown. Every time my sister would walk into my house, I'd just be sitting outside my front door on this chair, waiting for her. And she said she called me the lighthouse keeper. And then I just had this beautiful story of this lighthouse keeper waiting for his husband, who's a fisherman at sea, to come home for Christmas.
Yeah.
And this story just happened, and we wrote this song, and I love this song so much. Seriously, if this was the only song that I was known for, I'd be very happy.
Oh, like that deep? You love it?
I think for me, it's like my favorite thing I've ever written. Because
I'm gonna chuck you in now to the deep end.
Go.
What is not this one? What is your favorite Christmas song?
The other one that I've covered. The only Christmas song. Yeah, because when I started out, my whole team were like, do a Christmas song. And I'm like, I don't like Christmas songs. The only Christmas song I've ever loved is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And that's because Judy Garland sings it in Meet Me in St. Louis. And I love Judy Garland.
You're going to judge me when I say this.
What?
Judy Garland's Sound of Music. No? Is that someone else?
Judy.
Is that someone else?
Judy, that's Julie Andrews.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Same
Judy
beginning.
Oh, my God.
They both begin with J-U.
You're mixing up your queens.
They both begin with J-U. Wait, so who's Judy Garland again?
Judy Garland is Dorothy.
Close. They both are wearing like the dungaree
Judy
blue.
Garland's Dorothy. Julie Andrews is Mary Poppins.
Oh, but you can see how I got them mixed up.
Okay.
They're both really smiley, happy women.
I can.
Singing.
I can.
You know what I'm saying?
I can. But it's queer blasphemy.
Shame on me.
No.
So Judy Garland. Okay, have
together.
yourself a yeah.
That's Judy Garland, and when you hear it, you'll cry. It's incredible. It's incredible. What's your favourite?
No, Mariah Carey's one.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, of course, I love that song. I also loved Destiny's Child one.
No.
What did they do?
Not the 7 Day, whatever it was.
Was it Reindeer? Was it?
No, you don't like that.
Yeah, when they're in the cartoon.
No, you don't like it.
I love that tune.
Sam.
I love that tune.
I'm so stressed. Actually, I'm going to put some stress on you now, because I thought about this question before I got here, and I know you're going to struggle answering it. Because I know you love your mum, your dad, and your 2 sisters.
Yes.
If Boris Johnson says this Christmas you're only allowed to spend it with 3 people,
yeah,
who are you picking? Actually, let's take your family out of it, because that's actually just me.
No, I can answer it easy.
Wait, what? Who?
Well, my mum and dad are split up, so we switch.
So who are you picking? Your mum?
So my mum had us for Christmas last year, so it would be my dad and my sisters.
Look how you just threw your mum in the bin.
I know, but the problem, well, she'd be fine with it. She doesn't care.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she's fine. She had us. She needs a year off.
Wow. So dad and then 2 sisters.
Yeah, but then my dad's wife and my step brothers and sisters.
Ah, see?
So yeah, it's a mean question. It's a very mean question.
See? Okay, let's take family out. Go on, pick anyone.
Pick anyone that I could spend it with.
Anyone in the world. You get 3 people because there's a pandemic, we're on lockdown. Sam Smith and who for Christmas this year?
I would have my friend Jeffrey Hover from New York, who I miss. I miss them so much.
Yeah.
So I'd have Jeffrey, and I'd have my best friend Emily, who's pregnant from school.
Are you trying to deliver babies over Christmas?
No, I just want to be with her and the baby. And just rub her pregnant stomach. I do.
You know what you sound like?
I love kids. I love it when my friends are all having babies now. And I'm finding it really weird and wonderful. And
how many children do you want to have? Do you know yet?
Me, I think I'd like 2.
Yeah.
But I also don't know if I want any. Because I like giving them back. Do you know what I mean? When you look after them, I like to be like,
I've never heard anyone say, I'd like 2, but I also don't think I want any.
I don't know. I'm.
If I had to, it'd be cool, but also if I didn't have any, would also be good.
Yeah.
The giving back bit, sorry to all the parents out there, it does feel really, really, it is like taking off a bra at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're wonderful. I love kids, but then it is nice to be like, bye.
What if you had them at a specific age? What if they came at age 3? Would that be better?
No, I love them in all ages.
You want proper babies?
Oh, I love it. I just love it. They're such beautiful things.
You know, you need to
They're just so important.
You need to get a night nurse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100. I'm going to get like 8 nannies. Are you joking?
5 years, love and relationship, 8 night nurses, and 2 babies. Maybe, maybe not. Do you want some fan questions now?
Please.
Let's see what we've got. By the way, I wear glasses, so if you see me doing this, it's because I'm not wearing my glasses. Okay, so I'm going to pronounce all of these names wrong because you guys are not capitalizing your usernames. So New Fowl says, ask them what is their favorite thing to do in their free time. Oh, we know this. Eat tuna melts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not going to lie, like every interview I've done recently is like, so what was your hobby that you did during lockdown? And I've literally just sat on my ass and panicked, not overthought, and been very anxious, and watched TV shows, and then tried to work out, failed, all these things. I'm going to try and learn piano now, I've decided.
Oh,
it's going to be a thing I'm going to do.
Wait, you don't play piano?
I do a little bit, but I really want to learn so I can perform with it and use it.
Go on, quickly tell us what you're watching. What series? Give us one.
I started watching We Are Who We Are on BBC.
I haven't heard about this one.
It's so good.
I'm gonna check it out.
The guy did Call Me By Your Name. It's great.
Regina says, oh no. What are your favourite quarantine activities? Tuna melts, guys. Tuna melts.
Tuna melts.
Wild Mary says, how did you come to the effects on your voice? How did you come to the effects on your voice like in Young and the Lighthouse Keeper?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. You get it. How did you come up with them?
They're both very different. It's playing around. Young is it's more computerized sound that we were doing in the studio. It's just chords underneath that are made in my voice.
Yeah.
And then Lighthouse Keeper, that's Labyrinth.
Of course it is.
He's doing the harmonies and giving me the warmth.
Speak to his genius in real life, because it's
Labyrinth, I think someone needs to give Labyrinth like 100 million quid.
Yes.
And just say, make something with it and see what he does.
I agree.
Because I
second that.
I think he could be the answer to all of our issues.
How did you know that you guys would work so well together? Did you know beforehand?
I didn't. I've been a fan of him since Earthquake came out. When I was like 12, 13.
Yo, I can't believe we haven't been friends before this, you know. I feel like we have a lot in common.
Hey, this is the beginning.
I used to play air guitar too.
I love Earthquake. Earthquake All-Star Remix with Busta Rhymes. I cried.
Are you serious?
When Busta came in at the end,
this is
I
what
remember
I'm saying.
being like...
This isn't even weird to me.
It's just so beautiful.
This isn't even weird to me that you're saying this, because I feel the same. Sophie says, what's your favourite quote?
My favourite quote? Oh my God, I do love quotes. My favourite quote, which I always bring out when I'm drunk, is, it's really deep and fluffy. Someone asks the Buddha, and they say to the Buddha, what is the difference between liking something and loving something? And the Buddha replies, and he says, when you like a flower, you pick it. But when you love a flower, you water it. And I just think that's a really beautiful quote.
It's very deep, but I'm now thinking about you drunk saying that.
Oh yeah, well I'm drunk with people. I'm
Why are you drunk?
Listen, this is what love is about.
This is what the Buddha said.
And seriously, I get the piss ripped out of me for saying it all the time.
I just want everyone to know, just if you ever questioned it, Sam, even when drunk, is still just trying to work out the meaning of love. It's a deep thing.
Of course.
The Kuhari, that's what I'm going to go with, says, what's your favourite lyric from Love Goes?
Favourite lyric from Love Goes is... I think in Dance Until You Love Someone Else in the chorus, when I say, they say you can't fall out of love till you find someone else, which I always think is a beautiful sentiment.
Is that true, do you think?
I don't know.
They say you can't fall out of love until you find someone else.
Till you love someone else.
Until you love someone else. Do you think we'll just be in love forever with the same person until we find a new one?
That's what I'm worried about.
I think that's why I've been with my guy for 6 years, because I'm like, can't wait to find anyone else. So it's just going to be you, babe. Love you. We've got another one from Newfowl, who says, ask Sam if we're getting a third collab with Disclosure.
Oh, I'd hope so.
There must be one in the works.
One day.
There must be one.
By the way, congratulations right now to Disclosure, who have just been nominated for 2 Grammys.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Which is their 4th, I think it's their 4th or 5th year being nominated for Grammys, and they have never won. So if they do not win this Grammys, I am going to attack the Grammys. Verbally abuse the Grammys.
There's going to be verbal abuse on the way. Congratulations, Disclosure. Elle says, what is one piece of advice you'd give to someone wanting to get into the crazy old music industry?
Oh, wow.
Don't do it. Don't do it, it's hell.
Don't do it. No, I would say, Patti Smith said this, and
I love Patti Smith.
I love Patti Smith. I think she said, keep your name clean, keep your name clear. I believe that there is a way to enter industries, whether it be any industry, and be a fair person.
Yes.
And I think that within music, you can do it, because I feel like I've been fair, and I feel like I have played fair throughout the whole process. So I'd say if you're going into it, just make sure that you're surrounded by good people who have your best interests at heart. And who put your mental health before your work. Because if you are getting into the music industry as an artist, then chances are that you're a little bit fucked up like me. Because we're all very insecure, and we're all looking to perform to rooms of people clapping us.
Right.
So we need emotional support around us at all times.
I love that your advice for getting into the music industry has nothing to do with music. It's actually about self. It's very important. Laura says, what is the story behind Soba? This song has such a meaningful message for me.
Soba's a song that's a bonus track on Target albums. And I'm so happy that you guys have picked that song out. I love that song. I wrote that with Jimmy. It's about what it's about. I'm not going to go into it because it's too deep.
It's about what it's about.
I wish I could tell everyone what each song was about, because there's some juice, but I'm too polite.
One day, guys, one day we will find out. For now, we'll leave the juice with Sam. All right, last question. This is a 2021 question. What is in store for Sam Smith in the next year? What are your plans?
My plans are to learn piano, try and find one form of exercise I enjoy.
Wait, have you got any idea what that is?
No idea.
Just get one of them bikes, man.
I like
you just
the
sit on like
exercise
this.
bike.
Yeah,
I like the exercise bike.
That one.
Yeah, the exercise bike's okay. But find something.
Yeah.
To sing my heart out like never before.
Yes.
But the way I sing in the shower or when I'm alone in my house, I want to sing like that in front of people, because...
Wait, you don't do that already?
No.
Shut up.
I think whenever I sing in front of people, I'm very anxious and nervous, and you never get the best of me. So I want to work at being able to make spaces that I perform in feel more relaxed.
Okay. Or we can just put a camera in the shower.
Maybe. Oh, good. And you get a visual treat as well. And then, I mean, for me, my plan for the next year is to be there for my family and friends.
Yes.
They're always there for me, constantly.
Yeah.
It's the Sam Smith show.
Yeah.
All the time, because of my job. So I think it'd be lovely to just spend some time being there for them and going to whatever I need to go to support them, and yeah, just be present for my people.
I told you, you're such a nice, kind, Christmassy person.
Christmassy.
Just so much love. There's so much love in your heart, and I feel... I remember watching a Drake interview, I can't remember what the question was, but his answer was around the fact that he was just happy that he was still able to do what he was doing and be in a state where he feels comfortable with himself. He said, you know, there's been so much going on in my career, but I still wake up and I feel happy, I'm okay, you know, I'm here, I'm on camera, I'm healthy, I'm looking after myself. And I think that's something that a lot of people maybe take for granted.
Yeah.
So it's just so nice to see you here, happy.
Thank you.
Wearing a fantastic necklace that you need to put on your Instagram if you haven't done so already.
My Sheenus necklace.
Sheenus. I love that. My Sheenus necklace. But yeah, just being you and looking forward to the future and, you know, getting the exercise bike, singing in the shower loudly, whether we see it or don't, and looking after your family. It's wonderful to spend this time with you.
Thank you, honestly.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you, Julie. This has been beautiful.
This has been great. I can't wait to dance in the streets of New York with you when the pandemic's over. So thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to go and listen to Soba loads of times because it is about what it's about, guys. But I just want to say thank you, most importantly.
Thank you, too.
A huge thank you to Sam, of course. Thank you to all of you guys that got involved. Don't forget to follow Amazon Music UK. Listen to loads and loads of Love Goes. Tweet Sam and ask for the video for Love Goes. Cool. Wink, wink. It's going to happen. And I will see you guys very soon. My name's Julie Adenuga, and it's been a pleasure to speak to you and to speak to you guys. Thank you.